Sabi ni NLZ Bebs, pwede pa rin po bang represent ni J. Ruiz PCO kahit di po siya confirm ng CA? Ang ganda't saya na buong friendship ng grupo ninyo kina Kipi, Joey, MJ. Ay, opo. Yun lang talaga, that's something good that kumbaga, mabait din pala talaga ang Diyos. Kasi, walang kumbaga, hindi sayang lahat ito. But yung si Sec J will be secretary until Congress begins again. Unless meron siyang reappointment. So matitigil po siya. I can even make a comment like, certain presidents really don't really like to be proactive. Imbis na sabihin kay Sec J, imbis na palitan na lang niya si Sec J, patatagalin pa niya, tapos maglalapse yung appointment niya, and then saka lang niya i-consider na bakante. In other words, ano ba? You let other people do your dirty work for you because you're too weak to do it yourself. Sabi ni Mrs. Reed, bakit may immunity din sila? Si VP wala. Anong difference? Hindi mo maihahalin tulad si VP sa mga kongresista kasi ang basis sa immunity nila is called the speech and debate clause. Kasi ang mga kongresista at mga senador, nagpo-propose sila ng legislation. At kasama dun sa kanilang legislative work, yung magdedebate, kasama dun sa kasama din yung mag-privilege speech, kasama dun yung inquiries in aid of legislation. So dahil may ganun sila, kailangan immune sila because they do have to ask tough questions. Unfortunately, medyo parang nalalayo na sila dun sa sa legislation. Kumbaga, minsan ang nangyayari is excuse na lang, parang naghahanap sila ng excuse para sa sir, wala patay yung aircon ko dito. Naghahanap lang sila ng poor excuse for legislation, tapos pero ang gusto nila talaga is mag-question. Dalin yung tao doon, ilagay yung tao under oath, tapos i-compel mo may sumagot ng mga katanungan under pain of contempt. So iba yon kapag kasi yung gumagawa ka talaga ng batas, kaya ka nag-iimbestiga. Gayunpaman sa ngayon, base doon sa jurisprudence ng Korte Suprema, wala kaming proteksyon sa mga ganyang klaseng pinaka-proteksyon ng ordinaryong mamamayan sa mga ganitong klaseng inquiry ay isang matinong House Speaker na magtitimon at mag-guide sa mga kongresista na maging maayos, na mag-guide yung mga kongresista na huwag abusuhin ang kanilang kapangyarihan. Kasi pag mapang-abuso yon, pati yung House Speaker ay natatamaan sa kredibilidad niya. So, mahalaga ang pagiging House Speaker. Hindi dapat talaga to ipinauubaya lang doon sa mga sa mga agenda ng individual na mga kongresista. So, ang importante din sa atin ay dapat malalakas ang mga partido. So, ang malalakas na partido, sila po ang magpupulis sa sarili nilang mga kongresista, mga miyembro, na hindi sila mapang-abuso at mababantayan yung mga boto nila at yung kanilang pamamalakad o yung kanilang behavior at demeanor habang sila ay mga legislators. Sabi ni Ma'am Christine, prior restraint is like Minority Report movies, pre-crime, people get punished even when they did not do anything yet. Grabe, hindi naiintindi ng free speech, sobrang ruthless. Correct. Tapos sumasakay pa yung mga executive officials who may at least si Undersecretary si Yusek Abway, at least niya is kaya lang namin with the existing laws. So kung regulatory bodies with currently existing laws, they can ask the platforms for takedowns. Pero hindi lahat mapagbibigyan. So at sinabi rin naman, ang testimonya naman ng mga platforms kahit noon pa is kung may hihilingin ang Philippine government sa kanila pero taliwas ito sa bansa ng US, hindi rin nila ibibigay. Logi says, Modern Gabriela, silang kayong lahat. Watching from Italy, salamat sa patuloy na ipinaglalaban yung karapatan natin sa pagpuna at pagpapahayag ng ating saloobin. Totoo yan. Ngayon nga, and ito yung problema sa kanila, ang fake news, lahat pare-pareho. Iba naman po ang let's say AI generated at may intention ka manlinlang or may intention ka to cause damage. Ang dami masyado, ang lawak kasi ng sinasabi nila. Kaya nga, hindi nila dinidefine yung fake news para makastrike anywhere sila. At isa pa yun, sabi ni Congressman Barbers, parang nagtatago din daw ako, parang ginawa ko pa daw yung lack of definition na bilang pag-iiwas, something like that. So sabi niya, simple lang naman ang definition ng fake news, ito ay pagsisinungaling. Mali siya. Kasi kailangan, para umangat to the level of a crime, ang pagsisinungaling ay kailangan may damage at kailangan may intention. That's what a crime is. Ang elemento ng crime is may batas, may act na taliwas doon sa batas, may intention. That's the criminal intent, the intent to do something wrong. Deliberate siya. Tapos, may damage. So, in this case, si Congressman Barbers does not even bother to arrange yung mga circumstances so that it forms a coherent thought that will require legislation, a coherent concept that will require legislation para ma-regulate. Parang gusto kong tanungin, sir, ilang taon na po kayong mambabatas? Pero yung katanungan ninyo, strike anywhere, parang walang nakikita na mayroon kayong binubuo o meron kayong hinahanap ng mga kasagutan. In fairness kay kay Bible, kay Kong Dan Fernandez, yung mga katanungan niya ay patungo dun sa kailangan ba ng batas o hindi kailangan ng batas. So, syempre lahat ng resource persons nila sinasabi kailangan ng batas. Para sa akin, bakit? Ano yung pinagkakaiba? Kasi karamihan ng mga examples na ginagamit nila ay libel. May cyber libel crime naman. May cyber libel act, may cyber crimes act naman. So, ano yung legislation na ginagawa nila para doon? So, ewan ko dito sa mga to. Para sa akin, kung talagang ang purpose nila ay protektahan ng ordinaryong mamamayan, lalo na from libel, cyber libel, o kaya yung fake news kuno-kuno na whatever it is they think that fake news is, then they have to prevent anonymity. Kasi yan ang isang paraan para makatago yung mga tao. Gagawa ka ng fake account, gagawa ka ng kung anik-anik, hindi ka mahuli, nadidetect ka, alam ng let's say ng NBI kung saan yung bahay mo, kung anong computer ang gamit mo. Pero if it is a computer that has high public use, magkakaroon yan ng reasonable doubt. Paano kung yung mga fake na accounts? Mga ganyan ba? I think what we have to do is to make sure, si MJ pa lang binababay mo, Bill? Akala ko ako. Hindi pala. Anyway, hindi nila inimbestigahan yung paano na nahihirapan ba ang PNP na mag-enforce ng batas dito? Ewan. Sabi ni Kong J, the problem kasi with those people na nasa posisyon, nauutakan kasi sila ng mga vloggers at nagmumukha silang tanga sa harap ng taong bayan. Kaya nabubuwisit talaga sila sa inyo. Yan yung mga klaseng tao na feeling matatalino, and since they're in power, gusto nila sila lang yung tama. Ang kaibahan kasi sa totoong matalino, marunong tumaggap ng kritisismo and open for discussion yung grupo ni na Barbers ubod ng feelingeros. Para sa akin, sila sinasabi nila sa atin na dahil kayo, whatever, dahil ang dami ninyong followers, na-drown out yung katotohanan. Teka muna, sir, hindi nyo pa nga napapatunayan kung ano specifically ang sinabi namin na mali, na hindi namin tinanindigan. Kasi unang-una, ang mainstream media nagkakamali din. But what do? They will publish a retraction or an erratum, pero ang kadalasan yan, they will not get the same, kumbaga, airtime or same space as the original column or whatever. So kung kunwari, headline yung mali, ang erratum might be buried inside. Unless the next day sasabihin nila, clarified na and so on. What do they have to do? Di sabihin nila na kami kung nagkamali kami, kailangan aminin and so on. Wala silang mga ganun. Nothing discussed there was constructive except siguro yung mga suggestions ni Congressman Geraldine Roman. And to be fair to Congressman Roman, it looks like she was the only person who actually did her homework. Alam niya yung prior restraint. Alam niya yung regulation ng free speech, lalo na pag content regulation ay taliwas sa batas. Ewan. Parang yung iba, hindi. Mambabatas kayo, may mga item yung mga staff ninyo, may item sila para sa legal advice or consultants or whatever. Magtanong naman kayo unless you're simply being led by your emotions. Thank you, Cyril. Hi, Ken. Sabi ni Ken. Good evening. Ngayon lang uli nakaabot sa live mo. Ingat po kayo lagi. Opo. Hi! Sabi ni Cheng, proud ako na kayo yung pinapanood ko. Ang daming ko pong natututunan sa inyo. Maraming thank you po sa inyong lahat na lumalaban para po sa tama. And nothing in that entire, ito yung nakakairita eh. Sinabi ko nga kay Congressman Dan Fernandez. Ayan, yung ginawa ni Congressman Barbers, insinuate na pro-China ako, na may tinanggap ako na whatever. But he never cited even a single post that I made that was rabidly pro-China. We talked about the arbitration agreement. But in many cases, nagdi-differ kami cases. In some instances, ine-elaborate lang namin when it came to those areas that were specific to international law. International law. Susme. Paano naging pro-China yon? And in many instances, ano ba? Yun nga, nagkaroon na nga ng kaso sa Korte Suprema tungkol sa mga mangingisda na hindi daw nakakapangisda. Dun sa sinabi pa niya na bakit daw hindi namin kinakampihan yung mga mangingisda na hindi daw nakapangisda dahil sa mga inchik. Wala akong problemang idepensa sila. Ang kaso dun sa Korte Suprema, dinala yung kaso supposedly filed by fishermen. on the WPS. Ano nangyari? As it turns out, wala pala silang, yung mga fishermen na yun ay hindi nagre-reklamo. O given the precedents in this case, did they even mention it even just once? Hindi. Kulang sa konteksto yung sinasabi nilang, ay, ano pro-China kayo? Hi, Miss Aurora. She's been following daw since the Manalo issue. 2014. Hi, Ma'am Jocelyn. Sabi niya, kayo pa rin ang nagwagi kasi up to the last hearing, wala silang na-contempt. Siguro nga panalo yun kasi I think it would have been too damaging to their image to do that. Sabi ni Ma'am Tina, hindi naman po inquiry ang nangyari, persecution. Alam niyo kung ano yung nakakainis? Is that the next wave of attacks will be trolls. Okay, dadating sila sasabihin nila, yan, mga pro-China kasi kayo. Pero ano yun? You know, ang lesson namin, my English teacher used to tell me, and I had an English teacher named Mrs. O'Connell. I studied in the United States. Oo, sige na, pro-US na ako. 3 taon ako nag-aaral sa US, including 1 year of high school. So, sabi ni ng teacher ko is name calling is like labeling. It's lazy. You don't defend anybody. You don't defend yourself, and you don't even make a specific attack. You call somebody, let's say, ganito, pro-China. You're not proving anything. You're just stamping that person with a label, and then magagalit ka because you stamp that person with a label. It's like designer labels are a shortcut. You think that the quality is good because hello, designer nga eh. So, yung negative labels are lazy also because you stamp a person with pro-China, pro-Duterte, pro-BBM, pro-anything, anti-something like that. And it's a shortcut. You don't prove anything. You don't argue anything. There is no contribution to knowledge. It's just that. It's a label. It's lazy and there's nothing good that comes out of it. That's what happened. That's what's happening now. That's what Congress tried to do, not Congress. But I think Congressman Barbers had been trying to do that. Label them with something and hope that it sticks. Well, buti na lang hope is not a strategy. Sabi ni NLZ Bebs, pwede pa rin po bang represent ni J. Ruiz PCO kahit di po siya confirm ng CA? Ang ganda at saya na buong friendship ng grupo ninyo kina Kipi, Joey, MJ. Ay, opo. Yun lang talaga, that's something good that kumbaga, mabait din pala talaga ang Diyos. Kasi, kumbaga, hindi sayang lahat ito. But yung si Sec J will be secretary until Congress begins again. Unless meron siyang reappointment. So matitigil po siya. I can even make a comment like, certain presidents really don't really like to be proactive. Imbis na sabihin kay Sec J, imbis na palitan na lang niya si Sec J, patatagalin pa niya, tapos maglalapse yung appointment niya, and then saka lang niya i-consider na bakante. In other words, ano ba? You let other people do your dirty work for you because you're too weak to do it yourself. Leo Benses, dati ng buhayang mga congressman. Pero dahil kay Speaker Tambi na power tripper ay mas lalong kumapal mga mukha nila. Sabi ni Ma'am Christine, what the? The stuff coming out of Barber's mouth. I hope to the heavens his wife would be a better public servant in the 20th Congress. Gosh. Well, yan, sabi ni Ma'am Osing, walang structure at focus. Oo, scattershot nga eh. Tama si Ma'am Christine eh. Sabi ni Ma'am Tin, fake news sila ng fake news eh. Wala nga silang magawang batas against it. Paano nga hindi din nila alam ang specific na definition ng fake news? They never even bothered to try to get a working definition. Hindi man lang nila sinabihan yung mga ano. Well, I like Kong Ako. He was very, very tough. I agree. Pero he asked tough questions. Pero in general, he was fair. So, di ba? Ito nga, nakakaloka talaga si Kong Barbers. Sasabihin niya na, sino ba daw kami compared to Galileo? Victims din, pareho kami ni Galileo. Ano ba? Sasabihin niya, Galileo was a scientist. Muntik ko na talaga was this close to telling him, bakit? Hindi mo ba alam kung anong pinag-aralan ko? Yang hiya naman yung 2 degree ko sa iyo. What is linguistics? It's the science of language. What is archaeology? It's a science. Ay. At proud ako na pinasa ko yung aking genetics class. Kasi that's a master's in science level class. sabi ni Way I See It, bottom line is fake news sa kanila. Pag pinupuna sila sa mga mali nila, gusto nila tahimik lang sa mga ganon. And yung mga pampapogi lang sa kanila, ipanangangalandakan sila lang dapat paniwalaan diktatorya. I have one thing to say pala about Congresswoman Geraldine Ruman. Parating ang ganda ng dresses niya. I don't like it when she wears ternos with butterfly sleeves, but today, hindi na siya naka-butterfly sleeves. Simple lang ang ganda ng damit. And wala, I like her kasi nga siya she at least tried. Para sa akin, she at least tried. For some of my companions, it was too little too late. Pero para sa akin, may sanity kasi when she was there. Pagka nagsasalita siya, may sanity to the discussions. Sabi ni Ma'am Susan Reyes, we need educated minds in Congress, not these pretentious corrupt politicians. Takbo ka na elections, attorney, please lang. Pag-uusapan po namin yan, Nina Crisette and MJ and Doc Ethel and the gang, talaga. Parang ang feeling ko, after this, somebody has to show, kasi ang nangyayari is, ang mga nagiging kongresista o senador, sa labas, ang babait pa nila, pero once they get drawn into the culture, yun no, nagiging ganyan na sila. Halimbawa, ito, under this particular administration, grabe yung mga inquiries. Ngayon, in previous congresses, hindi ko naman sinasabing hindi nangyayari yan. Pero may level of sanity. Kahit paano, hindi lahat ng inquiries nagiging bully sessions. In this Congress, parang mas marami akong naaalalang bully sessions than the ones that weren't. What do you think of how they treated Ado Paglinawan? The nerve! Seryoso? Kinwestiyon, you're not a diplomat. How can you not say that? He got everything. He was on the blue list. He was on the... meron siyang diplomatic passport. I mean, really? Tapos may appoint. Sabi, how are you? Sabi, he got an appointment from the president. Appointed official siya. Pati yun, kinwestiyon. Pati yung, kaninong presidency? Sinong presidente nung time na yan? I mean, si Kaado, I have, he's a friend. Okay? But sometimes, binabash din niya ako. At the thing is, mahaba pasensya ko kay Kaado because, kilala ko siya. Wala lang. And I know that he talks in a certain way and madali tanggapin yan. Crotchety old guy. Parang ganyan. But he makes a lot of sense in many of his discussions. And I appreciate his wisdom. Pero, the way they treated him, not fair. Hindi na nga siya pinatapos. Tinatanong siya about the West Philippine Sea and bakit sinabi niya yung ganito. Tapos hindi siya patatapusin. I mean, what was the point? Why did you call him there when you're not going to listen to his answers? Diba? Sabi ni March, lalayan na po si Colonel Grijaldo, attorney. Sa Monday po, magte-terminate na po yung Quadcom. So, since magte-terminate yung Quadcom, mawawala na po ng visa yung contempt order niya because the order can only exist when the committee and the inquiry exists. Hey, inside! Harvey, dog. Come on, inside. Stop running around. Come on, sit. Ma'am Ying says genetics is one segment you can't fool. It's either you understood it or not. Ang hirap pa rin, especially when I've forgotten most of my organic chemistry. Ang hirap talaga. Wait lang, I have to talaga. Hindi siya ganun kadali. And unlike na yung iba kasi, when you read the material, maintindihan mo na. Pero sa genetics, tama ka. Either you understand it or you don't. This is science, the hard science talaga. So walang choice. Which is why I'm so proud of it. Napasa ko yun. Mataas pa yung grade ko. But I really did tell my course director, Sir, bakit naman ako pinag-genetics? Ang hirap. Sabi ni Jan, anong legislation gagawin nila dyan? Patapos na 19th Congress, sayang oras at pera ng taong people. Ay, sinabi nyo. Sabi ni Dorothy, well, he doesn't understand or comprehend. That's how little barbers wait. But wala na siya sa next Congress. I wish they would be a little more circumspect and get a hold of their emotions. Sa totoo lang, dyan pumapasok yung responsibility ng isang House Speaker. Kasi parang kang tatay or nanay, as the case might be, di ba? Yan, para kang, you're the parent. You tame the excesses of the people that you lead. Kasi it's so very, very easy to get excessive, to love the power and the privileges that come with it. Ang dali-dali to get lost in that. And the House Speaker, kumbaga, in the exercise of his leadership, should be able to temper those things. So, mahalaga yan. Kaya, ngayon lang sa administrasyon na ito, naging evident kung ano talaga ang importansya ng isang House Speaker. Bakit po kaya ayaw nila pakinggan ang argumento ni Adolfo? Because naalala niyo yung pinag-uusapan nila, somebody might try to dictate the narrative. Oh, that's exactly what happened. They are trying to dictate a particular narrative. They didn't want to get lost in the arguments of Kaado. Oh, ayan. But, people see it eh. Yun yung point din. Is that they can't get away with it. They can only do so much. Pero, maano yung mga tao, people will know. The things you so desperately try to hide, people will know. Ay, bakit wala ako? Ayun. Wala. Yan. So, gano'ng katagal na? Uy, an hour and a half na. Sabi ni Edwin, bakit parang ayaw nila malaman ng buong Pilipinas ang gustong i-explain ni Sir Ado? May something po ba doon? May expose po kaya? No, just a lot of sense. It would explain kasi why people aren't sold on the narrative why people aren't sold on the rhetoric of Mr. Tariela. So, di ba napansin niyo how Mr. Tariela was using absolutes in the entire time that he was talking, na for him there's only one truth, and that's whatever it is he's saying. Yun lang ang totoo. There's no room for discussion. Kasi daw, ano ba to? Can you imagine? There's no room for discussion. A matter of national policy, walang room for discussion. Ano ba ang kala nila? Governance, that is not how we work in a democracy. Just because we put you in position, just because we elected the leaders who appointed you, doesn't mean that you get a free pass. That's what we call nga the autonomy of the voters. That's the term. When we vote for people in office, yes, we understand that they will make decisions, they will do certain actions because we voted them for those particular positions. O gets natin yun. But that doesn't mean you get a free pass, that everything you do has our approval. No, when we speak out, when we speak, especially when it's about your jobs, this is the expression of the autonomy of the voter. Tayo bumoto sa kanila and we are expressing our displeasure at the manner that you are doing your job, or the fact that you're not doing your job at all. Ang ganda, no? So yun po. Ay! Tapos, ang nakakainis niyan is that nangiinsulto sila, calling you pro-China, and bayaran, not a single shred of evidence to indicate that money exchanged hands, that there were benefits given, and so on. We went to China, we were taught things. Did they ever show any evidence that we used that in a manner that would have affected government's position? Wala. In my case, pumunta ka kasi ng China, therefore pro-China ka. Therefore, you said this and that about what? They never accused me of anything that I actually said. They're accusing me of being pro-China because I went to China. You're teaching an entire generation of Filipinos that it is okay, that there's something here where you can already make a conclusion based on going to China na napakalayo. Kaloka kayo. I want to hunt down every country that these people have gone to and accuse them of being pro whatever country that is. Sabi ni Cloud Shogun, we're so proud of you, the courage and resilience. Pahiya sila sa sarili ng bakuran, kaya ganun si Ace, tail between his legs. Yes, and take note, they didn't bother to ask us there, or to ask further questions, or to even allow us to defend ourselves. No, and that's why we're saying these things, walang due process yan, because you're not even given a chance to explain. Kaya nga ako, hindi ako natatakot na i-contempt nila ako, because at least sa contempt, you will be given an opportunity to defend yourself. Pero hindi, yung balahurain ka, call you this and that, call you pro-China, call you a traitor, call you bayaran, call you all of that. Wala. Because they're not they're not citing you in contempt. Therefore, I don't get my say. And because the rules are the way they are, what we need aren't new rules, we just need better people. We need better people, including somebody who will be a better speaker, because this speaker has not bothered to tame the excesses of his own people. Hay nako. Sabi ni Ma'am Ying, my being pro-China or not is not going to change the fact that we have imbeciles as leaders. Well said. They're so sold on the check that provided by Toll, kaya sinasabihan na bayaran. Nasaan ako doon? Ang lumabas doon sa bayaran narrative ni Senator Toll, and it's no wonder that he lost. Ang lumilitaw doon si Congressman Barbers. Anong kinalaman namin doon? Sabi ni Ma'am Francesca, ano kaya nila, they're being stupid, arrogant, bigots, shallow? Ay, I wish they did. Sabi ni Ma'am Marie, malamang sila ay pro-nakaw. Perhaps. Sabi ni you, Mama, your last me. The irony that they're the ones doing what they are accusing the vloggers of doing. I agree. Quite ironic. Sabi ni Ma'am Shen, I was focused sa house tour po ninyo. Is it vintage po yung sa likod? Yes, it is an antique. But it's not Philippine made. It's not from the Philippines. It's I understand it's from Malaysia. Sabi ni Ma'am Christine, true po, I thought we were scraping the bottom of the barrel with Gordon using Congress as a bully pulpit, but the 19th Congress was enabled by Tambi as a new low. Ay, glasses. Oo nga naman po. Kaya lang, phone po ito. So I can finish this without going for my glasses, pero hanapin ko pa rin yung eyeglasses ko. Sabi ni Ma'am Filipina, kita mo yung glasses ko na blue light. Ay, thank you. Sabi ni Ma'am Filipina, Barbers was a whole level of blatant arrogance and rabid entitlement this afternoon. Thought he couldn't get worse. He really revealed his true colors, especially when he talked to Sir Ado. Ay, nako. Looks unique. Yung background, mukha daw simbahan. Kinda. That's not it. Yung pink, kung makahanap ko. Sabi ni Ma'am, ni Teach Ginny, hindi yan. The AVP was like a movie teaser. Cringe. I agree. Tapos yung mga ginagamit yung mga mukha namin and so on. Well, what did they want me to do, honestly? Did they want me to lie? Na sabihin ko na hindi po kami pinapunta ng China ng na kami nagbayad or something like that. Na hindi kami hindi kami nagpunta ng libre or something like that. They wanted me to lie or So yeah. Pero parang it was like a scholarship. I don't understand why this is so wrong for them. Sabi ni Ma'am Francesca, man si stereotype po ako, alam na laking North and UP educated when there's a library. Ay, nakikita yung books and antiques in the house, pang intellectual. Ang gulo-gulo pa nga eh. Ng likod ko, no time na mag-ayos. And somebody wants to say hi. Say hi. Sir! Say hi. Say hi, sir. I'm not feeding you until after the live. You're supposed to be already fed. Wait. Okay. Nagyayaya na si Sir kasi I have to feed him. March Abby says, anything or anyone na di pabor sa kanila equals pro-China. Ayun na nga pro-China, pogo vloggers, mga ganyan. And they know that given the level of education, which they're not helping with, alam nila na na kailangan natin i-level up yung education dito sa Pilipinas, but they're not seriously doing anything about it. Maliban sa inaasaw nila si VP Inday about her confidential funds. What kind of dog? He's a Belgian Malinois. His name is Cerberus. Team says, off topic, you said you're from Laguna. Related ka po ba kay Judge Domingo Angeles of Binyan, Laguna? In Laguna, it's the Laviñas I'm related to. That's my middle name, Laviña. So, and my maiden name is Cruz. So, the Cruz is from Malolos, Bulacan. My middle name, Laviña, is Cabuyao, Laguna. Some of the journalists in the Philippines visited China po. I forgot. The same thing. They went to the same thing we did. Yeah. And then the vloggers from the other parlor, the pro-BBM bloggers, they went too. So, bakit kami singled out? Aber nga, sabi ni Ma'am Maria Luisa, kabreed ko ba yan? Oy! Oy, grabe. Okay, so Tenacious Heart says, how can they level up the education in the country when they cannot even study how to diligently perform their duties as members of Congress? Yeah. So like I said, the kind of people, it matters talaga, the kind of people that we put into office. Bukod pa dyan, we need to strengthen the parties. Para the parties rin, pwede nilang batukan yung mga members nila, oy, nakakasira ka sa pangalan ng partido sa ginagawa mo, ha? Umayos ka. Am I related to Joey? No, si Joey is, saan ba sina Joey sa Bulacan? I forget. Dion, taga saan sa Bulacan si Joey? San Jose del Monte. San Jose, no? San Jose del Monte siya. My father is from Bagna, Malolos, Bulacan. My cousins are still there. Sabi ni Ma'am Filipina, I praise God for how He's been sustaining you. A whole day of putting up with those ilk, and now it's almost 10 and here you are educating us. Amazing. Kaya sabi ni JDE, diniscuss ni SAS, yun, pati MSM nandun almost every year, almost yearly program sa China. Yeah. Ito yung tanong why isn't there something like this in the Philippines? Para hindi tayo maalis ng bansa. Sabi ni Rosie, ang administrasyon na ito, hanap-hanap ng butas ng iba, lalo ng mga DDS. But ang mga kamalian nila, pinagtatakpan pa nila. Kaya nga, you cannot hide these things, nor can you prevent people from gaining this impression. Instead of correcting themselves or instead of striving harder so that people understand what they're doing, they want us to shut up. How can we not feel the way we feel? How can we not think the way we think? The impetus is coming from them. Alam niyo yung sinasabi nila, di ba? You feel pain because of the stimulus that causes the pain. Or let's say, you feel pain because nilapit mo sa kandila with a burning candle, yung kamay mo or pinatong mo on a burning candle. It's your hand's fault only if you controlled it and you put it there. But what causes the burn is the burning candle. It's the flame itself. Sa kanila naman parang ang gusto nila is i-regulate nila yung taong nagsasabing ganito ginagawa nila. So, imbis na tumigil sila, patitigilin nila yung tao na pumuna. Sabi ni Ma'am Tina, parang awa mo na, tumira ka naman po dito sa Santa Rosa, Laguna, then run for Congress. Please, we need heart and intellect to represent us. Mayaman daw ang Santa Rosa, pero di namin maramdaman. Wala, sino ba ang kongresista nyo ngayon? Ang tito ko ay one of my uncle by marriage, bali, my mother's side. My mother's cousin is married to the mayor of Santa Cruz, si Tito Egay, San Luis. So, his wife is Alalinia. So, tanong ko si Tito Egay. Sabi ni Patato Team leaders, accordingly, public outrage over senators' refusal to start the trial, but there's the admission that majority of BBM's candidates did not win. Wrong perception indeed. Somebody is trying to manipulate us into thinking there's public, widespread outrage. Yung rally nga nila lasted all of 2 hours, sandaling-sandali lang. Convict Sarah. How can you ask people to convict? Wala pa ng presentation of evidence, convict na yung sinisigaw. Kaloka. Oh well. Okay, last 2 questions. Pasensya na, it's been a really long day. Sabi ni Aleph, hi, kailan matapos ang contempt charge ni Colonel Grijaldo? Monday, hopefully. Hi, kay Jiro, who's watching from Nueva Ecija. Yung mayor ng Santa Rosa sobrang yaman na. Tapos, sumobra na ganda. Hindi ko po alam kasi ang politika din sa inyo. Pero titignan ko, what I'll do is I'll visit Laguna more often because I want to reconnect to my roots. My beloved grandfather and also my great-grandfather whom I met, si Lelong Andong, lived in Cabuyao, Laguna, and we would visit him as often as we could. My mother loved her grandfather. Si Lelong Andong fought in the Philippine-American War. So I'm so proud of him. And he lived to be 105. And when we were kids and we would visit him, he was already in his very late 90s. He could still, walk around the house, pero assisted. But he never wore glasses and continued to read, most of the time it was the Bible. Kung malikot yung phone, it's because si Serb is, Is ginagalaw niya yung table. Anyway, my Lelong Andong could still read without glasses to the day he died at 105. Hi, Doc Richard Mata. Si Doc Marites is watching. Hi, Doc Marites. You didn't miss much. And I'm happy that you didn't attend, assuming that you got a notice. I know that you wouldn't be able to kasi nasa Davao kayo. But I'm so glad hindi na kayo nag-abala kasi what they really wanted, well, at least what Congressman Barbers really wanted was an audience. Sabi ko, Christine, thank you for going live and for the update of the happening at the hearing. I can't stand watching it. Baka mapabili pa ako ng bagong monitor. Okay, sige. I understand completely. May ancestral house po ba kayo sa Laguna? Ay, wala na po. The house that my Lelong lived in, wala na daw po yun eh. But I do still have relatives there. They're all surnamed Lavinia. Both in Santa Cruz, of course, and still in Cabuyao, andyan pa ang mga kamag-anak. Okay? Yes, Ken, this is the last hearing. So, yun. So, pansamantala, pasensya na po. Medyo pagod kami from sitting there all day. It's maddening. And in many instances, a lot of the proceedings are boring. Kaya nakukunan ako ni Chrisette, naglalaro ako ng games on my phone. Because I was trying hard to listen. For me, it's easier for me to listen if I'm doing something with my hands. So, mas napapakinggan ko ng malalim yung proceedings. So yes, that's the last hearing. Everything is terminated. Hindi po na-aresto o nakulong si Sir Mark. And I really would like to thank our lawyers, Attorney Joe Aspiras, and of course, si Sec Bebot Pelio, who were there with us every hearing. Maraming salamat po. And not to mention, wag rin kakalimutan, the best, and the youngest lawyer, youngest of our lawyers, si Attorney Spocky. Thank you very much, Fafi Spax. Ang bait-bait mo sa amin. He was always ready just in case na ma-detain kami, meron ng hinahanda na petition for habeas corpus. So, ayun. So maraming salamat po.